Oh, it's my countdown of beers to Devil's Night. Check it out, yo.
Oh, BC's Beer Review. BC's Beer Review. Guess what today is? It's another episode of BC's Beer Reviews. Now, guess what, guys? Today is October 1st. And it is chilly outside. As you can tell, I'm wearing a sweat jacket now. And like I've said, my days are numbered out here on the deck doing beer review shows. And you know what? Since it's October 1st, I think I picked a good one to do on the show. So, let's see what we got. It's Oktoberfest beer. And it's called, or a subtitle, I guess you could say, Marzen. Yeah, Marzen, which is German for March. And they use like the stuff that they used and that they planted, like the hops and stuff, for this beer. Okay, it's pretty small and pretty good so far, and getting nothing at the bottom, which is a plus. So, yeah, and you know, it's just one of them things where, oh man, this is looking pretty good. It's almost reminded me of that, what is that Voodoo Ranger I did the other day. And not much of a head, as you can tell. Now, this is a, look at that. See that? See that? Alright, well, I don't see any carbonation coming off of this boy at all right now. Yeah, this, if I didn't know any better, I would say this was a IP8. Comstock, Michigan. Okay. You know this because I did a series on these beers a while back. And, you know, they've got two places, Comstock, where they produce the beers, and Kalamazoo, where they got their brick and mortar store. Now, Kalamazoo is pretty much in this area here. And now their brick and mortar stores kind of is one of them things where you could buy like beers or other memorabilia like t-shirts and whatnot. And every so often you could have like live events because they got a stage there in this brick and mortar store in Kalamazoo. And I haven't had a bad beer by these guys yet. So this is another one that I'm doing here, which is Oktoberfest. And it's called Marzen, which means March. Marzen means March in German. So, yeah. Now, this is a 5.5 ABV beer. No IBUs that I know of as recording this video today. Now, it's a malt beer with, again, with a 5.5 ABV. Clean and hot balance between the beers. You know what I mean? And this is getting real good to me, for real. It's got like a biscuit, yeasty type of smell to it. Yeah, you can taste that balance between the two. So, yeah. Now, the day of recording, I'm recording this on October 1st. Okay. Now, between October 1st and October 30th, I'm going to have me a series of beers. So, I generally record at least one, but I've got more beers in my refrigerator. If you sliced it in half and looked at one side, it's all beers. So, I've got some beers picked out for this month that I'm going to record. So, yeah. This is going to be a pretty exciting month for me this month, for real. And I can't wait, for real, to do this, that, you know what I mean? And, you know, I've done 9 actual reviews on these beers. Okay. Now, if you look at my videos on my webpage, you're going to be looking at Abracadabra as a non-review. It was an old beer. I couldn't review it. If I can find it this year, I'm going to review it in this month of October. That's if I can get my hands on it. So I'm going to try to get Abracadabra this year because they can only produce it, or it seems like they only produce it in October and November. So I'm going to try to get it this month. If I'm not, I'm sorry if you're heartbroken by it, but I'll try to get it if I can. So don't hold it against me. And this one's really good. And, you know, hey, this almost, as you see the color, almost reminds me of that Voodoo Ranger or that double IPA by Shorty's that I did, Bill and Ted beer. I did somewhere in between them two. So now this is the first time I've had this beer by Bell's Beers. So actual technically reviewed beers, this is my 10th review of Bell's Beers. And they've got a lot more that I want to do, but I can't get my hands on, you know what I mean? So, hey, it's just one of them things. And, you know, I'm actually digging this one. And, you know, this one's actually feeling good to me all the way around, okay? Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, you can definitely feel that balance between clean and hoppiness between the two beers, okay? Now, on the back, it says, fall is my favorite time to drink beer. The weather turns cooler. There's a bounty of foods, and beer just seems to taste better. I hope you enjoy this traditional beer as much as I do. Press it. And they've got the J. Bell signature on there. And they say the shelf life on this is 3 months. And this was packaged on August 10th. So this is a pretty reasonably fresh beer. I got this probably about a week and a half ago. Okay. So it's pretty fresh. As fresh as can get. So, yeah. I mean, I've never really had a bad beer from these guys. I mean, really. I mean, for the most part, it was just, with the Abracadabra, it was just one of them things where I should have looked it over before I bought it. And I'm just getting into this beer game. So, yeah. And, you know, I actually like Bell's beers. And there's a few other ones that I've done that I like. And there's a few more that I want to try. Michigan has a ton of beers here. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon, and I'm going to have me a series of beers for the month of October leading up to October 30th, Devil's Night. And I've got some picked out, which is great, because if you cut my video or my look in my refrigerator halfway down, one half of it is filled with beers for the show for the month of October. And I know that's not going to last me all month long. So it's going to be leading up to one beer on Devil's Night that I've already picked out. So make sure you subscribe, hit that icon. And I've got to say, if you haven't noticed, this is my favorite time of year, besides Thanksgiving and Christmas. This would have to be my number one, Christmas and Thanksgiving. Okay, in that order. So it's just one of them things. And if I have to give this beer a rating, it's going to be a 7. Okay, this one's really good to me. I swear to God, it's really good to me. So if you get a chance to pick these up and try it, it's really good, especially right now. So again, it's just one of them things. And you know, like I've always said, don't do nothing stupid, drink responsibly. Peace out, brother man. Peace out, sister girl. And I'll see you next time on the next BC's Beer Reviews. All right. Peace out, yo.
BC's going to drink some beers, so take a seat, baby, have no fear. He will certainly bring the cheer, so sit down and don't move that rear. BC's gonna review